Welcome to Ascent. I'm Fiery Grace the Gifted, and today I have a Divine Feminine Insights reading for you. I will be using this new deck. We did a Divine Masculine reading with it, and I think Divine Feminine deserves a reading with it too. So I am going to put this here just in case. I know everybody likes to know how to find it. I believe you just go to that website, debray.com. I think that's how you would say it. And if you want to see me talk about it more, then you can watch that Divine Masculine reading. But I'm going to go ahead and just get started, okay? All right, Divine Feminine. Okay. So this was in the other reading, but I promise this is the top card. So this is amazing. This was in our last reading, but what's interesting is now we have the world, which is 21. 1 plus 2 is 3. And I'm not even going to get into that. You'll understand if you watch the other reading that this is like nuts. But okay, so look at the light behind the Divine Feminine's head, the Empress's head. Look at the light and the star in the middle of this. Okay, Divine Feminine. I don't know why. I'm getting like, okay, have you ever seen when a lion is standing behind a lioness? But the thing is, I'm not getting that this is DM yet. Hold on a second. Let me see. I love these cards. Okay, I shuffled. I shuffled so many times. I cleared the energy. Okay, Divine Feminine. Now we have the Chariot and the Empress. I don't know what to say. You see the... Okay, hold on. Okay, so this feels like a message giving Divine Feminine direction, but from who? Direction, where to go in the world. So not necessarily like, but... Okay, hold on. And the Devil. You know, when I first saw this card, I was looking at it and I'm thinking, you can only see... Can you even see it? Is it too dark? You can only see his one little eyeball. I think that's what that is. But otherwise, he stays in darkness. And I think that this is saying someone is trying to hide something from you, but someone bigger and better and greater wants to show you. Okay? They want to show you what's really going on here. And there's a reason why, and it's because the devil, the darkness, the enemy, the evil, whatever it is that you feel is something that is either against you in your life just because that's its nature. Some people believe in that, you know, like Christians believe in some sort of adversary, or whether you think that it's against you because it's karma and you just deserve it because that's your belief system. Whatever it is, that thing is trying to shield something, block you from something, to stop you from being able to see and move forward properly. But then there's some other light being, some other goodness. So, you know, again, for Christians, it might be like the devil and Jesus is what's coming through here. But for some of you, this could be your ancestors. I think this is a message about... Hold on. Let me make sure. Yeah. This is a message from your ancestors about the Divine Masculine, but why? I don't know why, but this reminds me of like an ancient shaman or something. This also makes me think about breaking bread and creating more, like a miracle. And now we're getting 3. Oh, I wasn't even paying attention to the numbers because we had 3, 21, because the 7, the devil and the chariot. Huh. Where do I go in this world? Or what do I do? How do I move forward in my world? Okay, let us show you the light. Let us rain down goodness upon you and teach you something important that you must understand about this divine partnership that for some reason isn't being revealed till now. Why? See? Okay, y'all. Pause. This is not even supposed to be here right now. I'm going to put this back to show you this. Look, it doesn't want... I had to push it down to make it stay. 3 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups. The Empress, the High Priestess. What's the Devil plus Chariot energy? Was that 19? Wait, no, what's the Devil? 15. So that'd be 20. 24. Yeah? What am I adding up? The Chariot. Y'all. I am mathematically challenged. 15 plus 7 is 22. I thought it was 23 when I first started doing the math, but I was doing the wrong math. 22, 23, 24. What's up with this season? Now, backtrack. Underneath the the Three of Pentacles, where I talked about them revealing something to us, raining down this knowledge upon us about our divine partnership, is the King of Pentacles. And you can actually see, wow. Okay, some of you really need to watch that Divine Masculine reading with this deck. This is nuts, because now we're seeing new cards. Now we're seeing new stuff. And it's the Hermit underneath that and the Ten of Pentacles underneath that. Why am I making sounds and faces? Well, because 1 plus 9 is 10. And the Divine Masculine standing in their surety and who they are after this long period. And again, the imagery, y'all, the imagery of what we are seeing right now. This person is making a major shift, and you are being told why. Maybe this is going to help you understand something about separation in general, or your separation specifically. Maybe this is going to help you understand something about who they are becoming and why there is reason to celebrate. But I will say, you heard my pause just now, because when I looked at the Three of Cups, I was so busy looking over here, I just got a message. In the Rider-Waite, typically we see in the Eight of Cups, the cups are stacked like this. I always talk about it, how this is not like the Five of Cups where there's some spilled, there's some standing. You know, this person in the Eight of Cups went out of their way to organize these thoughts or these feelings, these emotions, to go put them on the ocean, knowing that a passerby might be able to use them. So bring it back, Grace. Divine Masculine in their darkness and with their oneness in this person that they are becoming, we're getting a message about them. We're getting a message about separation, a reason that we have to celebrate, as the Divine Feminine is actively stacking up and saying, you know what? I am intentionally going to work through these emotions. I will not do this anymore. And I think that might be where the 22, 23, 24 and the math and the numbers, again, because of doing so much numerology and stuff, you guys, I used to just not trust my math because I don't know, like I'd have the right answer the first time, but for some reason, simple math, I would just be like, no, I have to check it with a calculator. I've always been weird like that. Ever since I started doing tarot and having to see numbers quickly and all that, I think it has done something and helped activate my brain. So that confusion was normal for me, but also not really normal for this. You guys see me do the numbers all the time. So I'm thinking, no, this is a feeling that the Divine Feminine Collective is having, where it's almost like, how long have I been doing this? Wait a minute, it's 2023 already? A lot of Divine Feminines that I've been talking to in the last 3 to 6 months have basically been saying, I won't do this for another year. I won't do this for another week. I won't do this for another day. This is calling to you and saying, okay, before you pack it up, or as you pack it up, we need to talk. All right, let's get some cards. I don't want them all on the table, please. I'm not pulling out the deck. There's one. Okay, all right. Well, I don't remember what was what. So we're just going to do that. All right. And Divine Feminine, if you like this setup, if you're interested, I do have a 3-card insights reading and a single card insights reading where it would just be like 1 card that are both 33% off this month. I wanted to make sure that those of you who needed to get a reading from me were actually able to get one if finances have been an issue, because I know what's going on in the world, okay? So I'm just throwing that out there. If you like these kind of shorter, smaller readings and you're interested, you can visit my website. I just realized this was right here. thefierygrace.com. All right. What do we need to know? See, I told you that I shuffled, and you just watched me shuffle, and look what comes back. The Chariot again. We got to read it. This is the, 3rd time I've seen this? It opened to the devil, though. Lust, manipulation. The devil represents the consequences we face as our choices become more and more significant. The further into life we travel, see? And it's the Chariot is here with the compass and the whole going into the world thing. Hold on. We are responsible for our life and our choices. If we make selfish choices that harm ourselves and others, we will not enjoy the outcome. I think this is the warning that says there is something ahead of you. There is an option ahead that's going to look like the easy option, but you're going to know instantly that if you do that, in the end, you're not going to be happy. Oh, my heart just broke. I'm so sorry. I have to say something that I know some of you are going to be like, Grace, what are you talking about? But y'all don't know, I have clients all over the world. And I know I'm picturing their names and their comment signatures. It's multitudes. That addiction you've got, don't you dare pick that shit back up. Are you listening to me? Don't you ever fucking do it again. Don't you do it. If you're in it, I get it. I'm talking to you. You're not in it. You haven't touched it. Some of you haven't even done that thing yet, but it's going to come. Someone's going to hand it to you. Someone's going to just be like, hey, you want? Listen to me. Listen to me, okay? Hear my voice now and hear it later. Do you understand me? But for some of you, it's not a substance that you're addicted to. And I say that too. What did I point to? Lust, wanton abandon, unwise choices. For some of you, this is an opportunity to do something dark that you know full well is going to be bad for you because you've been down that road or you've seen someone else down that road. Hell, the person trying to offer it to you is on the road now and you're like, I don't want to be like that. But some of you are going to think, oh, well, Grace, I'm not in any kind of situation like that, so you must not be talking to me. I'm talking to you. I'm talking to you lusties, okay? I'm talking to you that aren't even like that, who you're like, no, Grace, I've been celibate. I can't even imagine messing around with anybody right now because I'm just too emotionally, connected to my person. Someone's going to try you and you're going to give in if you don't hear this message. Listen to me. Whew, that's not where I thought this was going to go. I'm going to go ahead and move on. The Chariot represents willpower. No, do not cry. Whew. Okay. All right. God is with us. The Chariot represents willpower and drive. Grace, you cannot cry. Oh, my love, be careful. The Chariot represents willpower and drive, the intense focus we need to establish our identities and stand out in important and useful ways. This is what your ancestors are trying to speak to you about. I'm not the only one who doesn't want you to run from your purpose, my love. See, oh, wow. Earlier, I did a reading for the Divine Masculine, and I talked about how some of these cards triggered a visual for me that was not the best. Again, I don't watch horror movies, guys. So these are pretty cool right now, but some of them are definitely the author or the creator has like gothic influences. Shout out to all my goths out there in our angst. Okay. I'm just kidding. But no, I really do love goths, but I don't necessarily enjoy gothic imagery. Not my thing. I'm not a Tumblr emo, you know what I mean? So as I'm thinking about this, I mentioned that there was an image in the reading that I did for the Divine Masculine that I couldn't tell if the triggering feeling I was getting was from me, just the image and what it was drawing for me from my ancestors. Oh my gosh, I just realized I just brought this up. Or if it was actually the Divine Masculine. And I was like, no, I think this is the Divine Masculine. So now that I'm talking about ancestors, we're still touching this reading, thinking about wanting you to do your purpose. I can say something to you now that I don't think I've ever really said, or if I did, I don't remember it. You guys, my great grandparents were slaves. My great grandmother was alive during slave times in Alabama. My great grandmother, she just passed away a couple years ago. My grandpa, he was the baby or one of the younger in his family, and he had a lot of brothers and sisters, and his parents, North Carolina, slaves. My family, my ancestors, whether you believe in, whether you want to talk about racism and critical race and all that stuff. No. Fuck all that. I'm not here to talk to you about your political ideologies, left, right, other. I'm here to say to you, I actually have ancestors that worked their ass off to survive on those ships, to survive through the horrible things that did happen to them, to make it through Jim Crow, all these things, so that I could then come and speak to people of all. Dude, I know it's Black History Month. I'm not even trying to do this. I'm not even this kind of person. Y'all know me. I don't really talk about this kind of stuff. I don't do politics. I don't have religious conversations. Even when I be like, hey, I love Jesus, but you can love what you want to love. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't go here. Let me ask you a question. What did your ancestors go through to get you here? Because right now they're saying to you, willpower, drive, intense focus is needed to establish our identity and stand out in important and useful ways. Oh, God, it's so beautiful. Teaching us the importance of acting with intensity and having conviction. It's so funny. About a week and a half ago, a lot of you don't know this, but I have to sometimes record readings ahead of time, or else I wouldn't be able to get readings out to you guys almost every day. And so a couple weeks ago, I recorded a bunch of readings because I knew I had the group, the support group, and I knew I had the Living the Dream course that I'm actively working through. And I was like, I'm going to have to get some readings done. And so I got down to the last couple readings that I had left to post, and I was not going to post them. And then I posted it anyways because I couldn't record a reading. And yeah, I knew I should have restarted it when I was doing it, and I was like, no, I have to do it. And for the most part, especially if you know me and you know my heart and you understand my name is Fiery Grace, you know that I am a passionate person that speaks with conviction. So I'm looking at this right now because this is today. See, y'all don't know this. Y'all don't know that all my community posts are scheduled out sometimes weeks in advance. You know what? I know some people aren't going to believe that. I'm going to show you something. Just because I think it's fair that I think you guys deserve to know that we put a lot of work into this channel, and sometimes things are posted the day of and you think that it's like some weird shady message for you or something, and it's like, girl, wait, no, look at this. 101 scheduled posts. This is out through, let me see, when does this go through to? March 1st. And today is the 8th. I usually don't kind of give you that behind the scenes look because I know some people are like, no, I only will watch a reading the day it was posted because I need to be in the energy. And it's like, we're timeless around here, babe. You can watch our readings anytime. So I know some of you are going to be like, wait, when was this recorded? Don't worry about when it was recorded, but it was recorded the day that I released that message that triggered a bunch of people to yell at me and cuss me out and call me bad names. And so I'm just laughing because now I'm reading this today. Everyone's like, someone's grumpy today. And I'm like, wait, what? And I'm like, oh crap, it's that reading. I'm sorry. But you know what's really funny? I also today checked the mailbox for the first time since the new year, and someone sent me presents. And I just, again, like, God loves me so much, you guys. Even when you guys are mean to me, God makes sure I have a beautiful day. I had such a good day today, and I felt like so bad. Like when people were being mean, and I was like, uh-oh, maybe I shouldn't have posted that. So now I'm kind of shook. You know, finding your way to your true self and your destiny, victory over the blows of fate. anger, delay, indecision, and interference. At some point, some of you are going to have to understand that the same passionate vehemence that comes through in downloads where they're literally trying to break your brain open is exactly what I go through when I get a download that is so big and earth-shattering that I cannot even contain my passion, even though I know better, that I know that I have to pretend to be calm and quiet and I have to behave or else I'm going to get scolded. So I'm looking at this today and I'm like, okay, God, throw the whole reading away, I guess. I don't even know. This is insane. Divine Feminine, something, someone, maybe even yourself is after you. They don't want you to succeed. They don't want you to go forward. Maybe you are self-sabotaging, but it is time. The world needs you. The world is calling. I don't even need to do the reading. No, I'll do it. I'll do it. I know some of you are like, you better. I've been sitting here. I'm going to go relax. Stop telling me to shut up and read. That's so disrespectful. You guys are ridiculous. Interesting. The most confident page. So Divine Masculine gets, well, I don't want to give the reading away. But the Divine Masculine also got page energy. But Divine Feminine gets the Page of Wands, this page that has so much confidence, so much surety. Deck, you came in real timely. I love this deck, by the way. Like the more again, the images are not my favorite. I'm a scaredy cat in my little soul, okay? But the feeling, the messages are like, yeah, like, Divine Feminine. Wasn't I supposed to read the Chariot? I already did. Okay, good. See? I don't even know what I just said to you. I just said, wasn't I supposed to read the Chariot? I just put the book down. Wow. This is okay, Grace. Okay, keep going. Page of Wands with the Chariot is actually pretty amazing because the Page of Wands is in a similar energetic space as the Chariot. I feel like this is right before you get on to the trusty steed. And I'm going to tell you something, Divine Feminine. It is going to be oh gosh, you're going to need the skills because guess what? You have to make it through that little tiny hole. That's how you're going to get to reunion. You've got to make it through there. You better be confident. You better be sure. You better have your staff in hand. Let's go. So what do your ancestors want you to know? The people, for me, I'm Jewish. Yeshua is my ancestor. So what's up? What you want, Jesus? What we finna do? You better ask yourself what's happening in your life right now. Who's trying to reach you? What's trying to come through? This is real. And it's reversed. Whoo, Grace. Just relax. Just relax. Just relax. Just relax. Page of Wands. But where's his staff? It's behind him because it's the ancestors sending it through. What did I say? It's like the lion behind the lioness. And now we see the wand. Why is the wand behind you? You're supposed to hold it. You're supposed to be, the Page of Wands is examining the wand. You haven't gotten it yet. See, you think that your confidence is going to come when something comes along, but no. You've got to come in with the confidence that you are the thing that comes along. Boom, 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 boom. This was reversed though, and I think we should read it. I do like this guidebook. Oh, you know what? They have a 3-card spread. Oh, past, present, future. This is interesting. Maybe this is important. Now, if we are being real, some of you are going to be like, wait a fucking minute. Grace, the Chariot, the wand, Grace, that's that reading from the other day. Oh, I see it. Now, please understand that I recorded that reading like a month ago. Oh, crap. But I remember showing you the charioteer under the moon. And see, you know how I knew when to post that reading? Because the moon told me that's a full moon reading. Again, sometimes you just have to trust that I know what I'm doing. That's why hearing this might make you question moving forward. And yet you didn't have that question looking back, did you? Exactly. Trust me. I know what I'm doing and I got you. I'm telling you right now, your Divine Masculine stole your wand. That's how you see it. They stole your inspiration. They stole your spark. Baby, let me tell you something. I have a feeling you've been holding their wand for them all along. Inappropriate brain. Stop that right now. You are so silly. So this to me is saying your ancestors were holding your wand. Jesus was holding my staff for me. Oh, my friend. Shout out to Sia Maya for the staff. And she didn't even know when she sent me that staff that was actually a major sync connected to my path. I'm not even going to get into the story. I know you guys don't like my stories about myself. You only want the stories about you. But Sia Maya, if I didn't tell you already, and you ever want to email me to be like, what was the story of behind the Blue Ridge Mountain staff? I'll tell you the story. All right. It'll be quick. All right. Anyways, Ace of Wands, Grace. Focus, focus, focus. People want their reading. They just want to hear about them. Let's go. Uninspiring and dull. Uninspiring and dull. That's how you see the world. That's how you see life. You need to be inspired or excited. Something or someone needs your spark. Brand new deck, never been used until just now. This is the first time I've ever seen this card, the first time I've ever opened this, and it's talking about the divine spark. Now, yes, you might say, Grace, don't all of them? Well, you know what? Let's just open the Page of Wands here. Let's just see if every single Page of Wands card says spark. Don't see this anywhere on this page. Nope. So that's incorrect. Sorry, that deduction you've deduced incorrectly. So your ancestors are letting you know we are sending a spark. And it's probably going to come to you when you're in motion, spiraling through the air in your chariot, aiming for this little tiny place that only a true charioteer could even navigate that difficulty. Okay, what else do you need to know? Remember? He was here, yeah? And he's holding a staff. He's holding the staff. Okay. But here's what's crazy. This was supposed to represent the divine masculine. I just remembered this was not a message about you. This was a message for you, about them, from your ancestors, because you needed to hear it. Let's read the Hermit. I'm sorry. I'm now I just want to see what the book's going to say. Okay. Search for... God, I don't know what you've been doing. I don't know why, but I am grateful. You are so good to us. We don't deserve it, but you do it anyways. Search for your true path through a solitary journey, loyalty to yourself. The Hermit represents our individual pursuit for personal truth in a world of competing truths. The Hermit archetype teaches us that sometimes we must discover from the flow of life. Sometimes we must see. Stefo, you're not the only one who speed reads and doesn't comprehend properly. I read very fast. Skipped a whole thing. The dyslexia is real. Teaching us that sometimes we must detach from the flow of life to discover ourselves, bringing what we learn in isolation back into the world of social connections. Taking time away from society, introspection. I think this is, and if you remember, by the way, if you saw the Divine Masculine reading, or if you watch it later, you'll remember that light. You actually can kind of see it here being represented, but still. I think that this is trying to say to you, we're sending your wand. We were holding it for you. Don't worry. You're not missing anything. That's why we had to wait until now, because if we had given it to you before, you might not have known. But look, we've been right behind you this whole time. We knew when you would need it. And you just have to trust that it's not going to be what you think, when you think, how you think. Your person, you were supposed to hold their wand. Are you getting this? You held their wand. And when they came and took what you thought was your wand away, they were actually taking their wand. And they needed it to light the way for their solitary journey into their dark night. So what's the last message? Oh, I'm kind of freaking out a little bit. I shuffled. Each of these cards came out individually. 7, 8, 9, 10. I know this is 1, but 1 with zeros, still 1, 10. And look at the light, look at the light, look at the light. You know what, this is interesting though, because I think this is telling me something a little bit different than I probably expected when I would see the Strength card, especially with this. I don't think this is talking about what we would normally see. I think this is saying you had to hold your divine masculine's staff in order for you to give it to them at a certain time. Oh, and we even in the beginning said maybe they're going to explain a little bit about why you had to be in separation. So you gave them their staff. And then you needed to know what it felt like to walk without one because you'd had it your whole life. Oh, I know. I just felt your heart break. I just felt your heart sink into your stomach because you're about to have a whole bunch of downloads, aren't you? It's okay. If you want to pause the video and breathe for a second, that's okay. It's okay. Now you've been given your wand, or you're about to get it when you just go in faith, believing, acting like it's already in your hand. Because the truth is, if your ancestors are right behind you and your ancestors are within you and you are them and they are you, I'm thinking that technically your wand is even accessible, even though you can't feel it. And I think that the reason that the strength card is showing up looking like this, where we also saw the devil, remember the devil's eye was hidden. Can you see the eye in here? No, it's a skull. I think that this is the devil. I think that this is the devil going about like a roaring lion. And the devil thinks that he can do this forever, for all eternity. Screw with you and your ancestors and everybody in your life and your kids and your children's children and your descendants, and wrong. Let's read the strength card. Let's read the strength card. You think you slick. You think you slick. You think you slick, motherfucker. All right. The strength card represents our fortitude to live life, overcome struggles, and persevere. The journey through life will require strength to live fully and completely. Strength, as an archetype, shows us that life is a marathon and not a sprint. We must all find the strength within that will help us survive and thrive. Power, courage, compassion, and gentle strength. Resolute resistance to the vicissitudes of fate. Inner stamina and firm faith in your values. Give me this word. I like it. Show me. Vicissitudes. A change of circumstance or fortune, typically one that is unwelcome or pleasant. This is supposed to be the wheel of fortune when it turns up right. You will be given the power to change your fate and your fortune once you're willing to go do the hardest thing you've ever done. Oh man. I am going to leave you with that, Divine Feminine. This is much more intense than I was expecting, but you know what? I'm starting to realize that this is not a short reading deck. I probably am going to do some more expansive stuff with this moving forward. I believe that the message for you is saying, follow the path forward. And if you've been listening to someone like me, in spite of how rough or harsh or whatever I am compared to the soft readers that tell you what you want to hear, there's probably a reason you keep coming back, even if it seems a little bit for you. It's because you know better. It's because you know that truth is truth no matter how it's delivered. Truth is truth no matter how it makes you feel. It's still the truth. So Divine Feminine, if you're here, you are a light worker. There's nothing you can do to stop that from being your truth. You are someone who is meant to change the world. For such a time as this, you were created. And nope, I'm gonna stop. Divine Masculine message is, your Divine Masculine is your equal. If there's something that's true for you, it's true for them. If there's something you believe about yourself negatively, you probably think the same thing about them. And if you don't, then that doesn't make sense. We're twin flames. I need you to understand that this person needed this time alone just as you did. They needed the time alone with the staff. They needed the time alone. Look at this. Do you see the lion? He's literally going after him. And yet we've got the sphinxes with the lion's body that we come through into the new age, into the new era. Something's up. And you've got to figure out why Divine wants to give you this message and what the heck it has to do with why your ancestors worked their butt off. We all have history. Yes, unfortunately, right now in America's history, it's a little bit, maybe we let's just avoid talking about the fact that like 10 or 20% of our population, came from, like let's pretend, right? But let's just be real. Black people aren't the only people who are enslaved. And guess what? There are freaking slaves all around the world right now. That's what my book series is about. Freaking trying to end human trafficking, but like fictionally. I'm just trying to tell you, there's a history, there's a past. There was a point where your people were probably oppressed. Wow, I did good with all those P's. And I think the message is coming through and saying, you're so close. You are so close. But if you keep thinking that just because there's a lion over there, guess what? You got to go through the lions to get to where you're going. That's not going to stop you. You have been gifted with every ounce of power necessary to complete your mission, period. And I'm going to leave because I already said I was going to leave and I kept talking. Welcome to my channel. I'm Fiery Grace the Gifted. This is a brand new deck I'm using. I don't even know what's going on here. It's insanity. If you're interested in being a part of our YouTube community, you can do so for absolutely free. The only thing that we ask you to do is please like the video. That's it. It helps us reach other people. It helps show the YouTube algorithm that this is the type of content that should be shown to twin flames, not just like, oh, they're stalking, oh, like real things that can actually help people ascend. So if you're interested and you're like, I don't have any money, I don't do any of that stuff, I'm just here for me, cool. I will keep giving you free readings every day. My Divine Masculine will also post on this channel. And the only thing we ask you to do is like the video. Now, if you're like, hold on, tell me more about this community. I do I do comment signature winning, like posts. Oh, you know what? It's time to give one away. It's February. See, I recorded the readings last month, so I actually didn't even think to do one, and it's already the 8th. Hold on a second. It's February. I'm about to just go through my comments, and I'm going to just search in a random video that I posted last month. And let's go to one of these that I know nobody watched. Yeah, perfect. And let's go to the comments. And let's scroll all the way down. All the way down. Blah, 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 blah. Wait, that's not what I said to do. Oh, I see. Okay, fine. I'll do that. Scroll. I have so many comments. This is probably not the right way to do this. I'm just going to give away. Whenever you leave a comment signature in the comment section underneath my video, separate from every other comment you leave, okay, you'll see like we've got a comment like that. You can see people actually, they know that they could win something, so they come back and they leave these comments. If you're interested, I don't know if I can do this like this. Content. This is going to take too long if I do that way. Here we go. View more comments. Okay. Now I'm going to scroll down and I'm just going to, and when I get to the bottom of this page, I'm going to kind of do some random scrolling and I'm going to give away. All right. So I'm at the bottom now. So all of them have loaded up. So I'm just going to do this a little bit and then we're just going to stop and I'm going to put my finger down. Maggie, Mags babes, you have just won the comment signature thingy. The comment signature winner for for January. So shout out to Mags. You all, and look at this. Not only did she leave a message, but she also, so the comment signature needs to be by itself, okay? It's 3 emojis or more, preferably 3, because if not, I think you might just be leaving emojis and I get confused. But if I get to know you and I realize that's your comment signature, that's cool. But basically, Maggie left this comment like, hey, I was here. Maggie was here with her little comment signature. And this is kind of like a photo thing for me. Even though I don't necessarily see pictures of people, I can see the comment signature and I go, oh, I know who that is. That's so-and-so. But she also was nice to leave me, look, thank you always, Grace. Or thank you as always, your coaching is priceless. Priceless and timeless. Look at that. So Maggie, thank you for showing the people who are new here or do not understand the whole comment signature thing, how to win something. You just won a free 3-card reading, actually. Let me write your name down so I do not forget this because I'm about to do your reading in a minute. Mags. And boom, you're on my booking list. And if you're interested in winning a free 3-card reading at the end of the month, just leave a comment signature. And now you're like, great. That sounds good. But how do I get those emojis? How do I get those like It's like only your tribe has those emojis. Oh, you mean like these emojis that I made? Yeah, yeah, uh-huh. You can become a member for $1 per month. It's actually 99 cents. If you want to donate at a higher level, that's cool. But if you would like to sponsor these and keep these readings free for the rest of the time we're doing tarot on YouTube, then you can join the membership. And as a bonus, you get some dope emojis. Plus, from time to time, I share stuff, and sometimes I'll turn on like members only chat. But most of the time, the members are like, turn the chat on. We want to talk to the subscribers. So, okay. It's really about the emojis, I think, and then just being supportive. So if you're interested in that, and then if we want to take another step forward, sure, you can go to my website. You can work with me. We have exclusive readings that are kind of like our versions of extendeds or bonus readings, but I'm not going to cut a reading off halfway and be like, now you can pay for the rest. Okay. I've only been guided to do that like one time. And it was just because there was a message that was meant to get to people that I didn't think would normally click. But if you're interested, we have the 2023 package, the exclusive package. There's 8 readings. A lot of you are like, when are you going to do the exclusive package for 2023? And I'm like, it's been done. I just don't promote that stuff sometimes because, again, you're only supposed to get them when you know they're for you because they're super intense and the messages are usually for higher level divine feminines. So we have exclusives available, and you can also do a 3-card reading. You could do a 30-minute or hour-long reading. You could do a phone call without tarot or a phone reading with tarot. I have live sessions where you can actually watch from YouTube while we talk on the phone, and then you'll have the reading later as well. I have specialty readings like the Twin Flame contract reading. So there's all kinds of stuff, pre-recorded exclusives. I have Lightworker strategy sessions, love letters. There's all kinds of things. So just check out my website if you're new around here. And if you're not, I just want to say shout out to you. I hope this message was a blessing. I hope that it resonates. But to everybody, remember, our readings are timeless. Click around, check things out. I know some of you just got a rude awakening when you found out that this was recorded on the 8th and you're like, what day is this? But I hope that kind of also helps you understand our ministry a little bit more. Our job is to really make sure that we are present and available. And being available means making sure that I can take calls and do personals and all these other things and serve the collective for free. So that's what we do here. I hope this is a blessing. If you enjoy my Divine Masculines readings, then you may want to get his course because he has a Divine Masculine course specifically designed to help the Divine Feminine work with their Divine Masculine, learn how to communicate with them better, set up plans for actual conversations, amongst all these other things. So he has a course. It's called the Road to Reunion course. If you get it on my website, you'll just order week 2. But if you get it on his website, it's the only course available, okay? His website is mrlightwork.com. Everything I just went over is in the comments below. I think that's everything I could possibly mention to you because I keep forgetting to kind of go over it. And I know we have like 2,000 new subscribers here this year. And you guys are like, wait, you do readings? And it's like, oh, yes, you can get it personal. So that's everything. I'll talk to you later. Peace.